Hello everyone, happy 14th anniversary to the Dark Knight of Steel channel. Time flies, the world has changed a lot. The United States of America has changed, the world events, technology, everything's really changed the past 14 years, and this has been a really tough year for not only myself, but many others out there. And I just want to give a moment to thank each and every one of you out there for supporting the channel, watching my videos, watching my filmmaking journey, and then also supporting the second channel where I'm kind of more of a cinephile. For the second channel, people recognize my dog, Mr. Benny, my little brother, but I don't think I've introduced him here on the Dark Knight of Steel, so he's a little shy right now. Mr. Benny, say hi. Like, why am I on camera? Say hi, Benny. Look, there you are. There's the audience. He's like, why do I have to film this? He's such a cute dog, but I just want to thank each and every one of you out there. As I've always stated before, if I had just one subscriber, it would have meant the world to me. And not only have y'all made a difference in my life, but to hear that just silly video edits I put together from movies and TV shows and video games I love, that it brought joy out of someone's stressful day, or they're going through tough times and that they got hope through it. It really touches me. We could all use a bit more creativity and a bit more love in this world. And I am right now editing an Arrow tribute that I've been trying for the past year on and off. It's not perfect the way I want it to be, but it's getting there. But I didn't want to rush something for today, so today's going to be different. Today, I'm going to be with my dog, Mr. Benny, or he wants to take a break. He'll take a break on my bed, but we're going to basically go over and react to our older videos and our editing journey, so to speak. And it's been just quite an amazing journey so far at 14 years. And times have been tough, but I'm hoping to get back into more stuff creatively, whether that be film or finishing up some of my novels that I'm writing right now. I would love to do that. I just want to thank each and every one of you out there right now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy a look down memory lane as we celebrate 14 years, and there'll be more edits to come as well as original stuff. But thank you all for being by my corner these 14 years. And thank you for allowing me to have the honor to be in your corner and just to edit stuff and sharing the stuff, the fandoms we love. And having the attention span, because a lot of the young kids there now from TikTok are like, this intro's long, and I'm like, it's only a 5-second intro. You have to be really fast now, but hope you enjoy Mr. Benny and I walking down memory lane. Benny will take a rest. Do you want to say bye before you go, Benny? Do you want to say bye? He's like, get me out of here. Take me to mama. He has his crypto he could play with. Let's take a look down memory lane. Okay, this was an early video. Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria. From that awesome trailer for 9. Probably one of the greatest movie trailers where the movie was just kind of like meh. It was still a great movie, but it was like Lost in Space or Phantom Menace where it had an awesome trailer. But I always thought this would have been cool for the Batman anthology. This version, unlike the one I did a couple of years ago, was a little bit jarring. I used to basically get like my camcorder, Sony Handycam, and film off the TV. This before I used movie trailers, used movie clips, so to speak. So my first video on the channel was a Batman anthology video with Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria. Yeah, it's a bit jarring. You can tell it was early editing, not only with the jump cuts, but like it was just random sequences. And I basically started music videos as a way to like self-teach myself editing. I didn't get to edit a high school project, and I wanted to know how to edit my own films that I shot. It was more of a group collaborative effort, but like later on my films, I either had my film peers in film school or most of the time it'd just be me and my friends filming stuff. I wanted to like be able to edit. And through editing music videos, not only was it a great stress relief, but I learned the art of editing and telling a story with images alongside music. And that really helped me in my professional career as far as being a filmmaker and editor, video editor. And yeah, this is crazy. And it was 240p before HD. I had Sony Movie Vegas 9, believe it or not. Okay, so next up we have Rooster, which was a post-apocalyptic tribute I did. No talking. Yeah, I did this with Escape from LA's teaser trailer, and it was Escape from LA, Mad Max, Terminator Salvation, I Am Legend, Doomsday, Resident Evil, before Fury Road. and it was basically like with Rooster by Alice in Chains because of that scene from Terminator Salvation. And the part that I really like in this early on, besides the film effects, I should actually remake this, but besides the film effects, is the part where it has "Here comes the rooster," and I use the little transition from the beginning of the Road Warrior, you know, and then it goes to the car dissolve here. Yeah, it goes to the car dissolve here. Yeah, here come the rooster. I love this transition here, and then bam. Okay, now I'd probably do it with like the zoom focus, but still, I just love the way the music goes with the images here. It just like kicks into high gear with the car chases and everything. That's an awesome song by Alice in Chains. That the first of many Mad Max videos. Then we had Fury Road a couple of years later. But yeah, that's my second video. Very different from the Batman one, but you can kind of see my fandom. Next up was my first relationship tribute with Lois and Clark. And it was from season 9, and it was with Toto's Hold the Line. I remade this a couple of years ago for Valentine's. And you can hear the hiss. It's from the TV, but it's just like, Lois, I died when you left, or whatever. But that was the first relationship video I did. I love my ships, okay? I love my fandoms. Clois, Olicity. But my favorite part in this whole thing, my favorite part is the guitar solo when they fly up here. Let's see if Oliver can do this. And then it's a guitar solo. Boom! Low resolution, but like just little music moments like that. And that was my first relationship tribute. Next up is Highlander 2 with Rainbow in the Dark by Dio. You can see it's like so bipolar with the tone of videos. And it's the Renegade version, not the theatrical. I actually thought it fit. I was listening to metal, and then I was like, ozone layer shield over the sky, making the world dark. Rainbow in the Dark. Next up, we have our introduction, showing our face for the first time. Let's see. Wow. I was so shy and timid then, but it's nice to see I still had a Superman shirt. Old Batman animated series. I had a lot more DVDs. Blu-rays were just starting out and have 4K. Still have the VHSs I have.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with my channel, I pretty much make music videos just for fun.
I was so nervous. You can see me just kind of like leg shaking.
Film projects, which I
was a lot skinnier then. We're getting there. We're working out again. Feel under the weather lately, but we're getting back in shape. I missed that video shelf. My library unfortunately grew over the years. 22 years worth of collecting. I did a video on here. It wasn't very popular, so I did it on the second channel. You can check it out on the second channel. I'm going to have an updated one in the fall. Simpler times, man. I don't know if it's just youth or just the world. The world is definitely a different place here. Okay, here is the video that changed everything. Batman Arkham City trailer with The Years by Crosses from the album. I loved it, used on the trailer. I bought the album, but this video took off like I didn't think any video would take off. And it was all predicated on that one transition. People who have viewed since the beginning know the transition with the Joker going from black and white to color. That was what made me want to edit the video. Everything else is kind of random. I kind of added more emotional emphasis in later tributes. But this first one got me over 1,000 views. Everything was getting like maybe 20 to 50 views. And then this one hit 12,000 like in a day. And to me, that was a lot. I just shared something that I thought was cool, inspired by other channels like Silver Lightsaber and other channels that were doing fan music videos around the time. And this is a video that really kick-started the Dark Knight of Steel channel and really brought in a community of fellow fans. And I kind of missed those early days, but it's nice to see how, I guess, the pros and cons of social media and the internet in its infancy and how it evolved over the years. But like here with Arkham, the Arkham community is the greatest, fellow Batman fans, and it started with this video. It really changed the trajectory of this channel and was the first stepping stone to my editing process becoming more sophisticated. I love this. And then with the bat, it's like, holy shit. I mean, it was kind of a slow burn at the beginning, and then once it hits that, it's just like, whoa. And this is what I was talking about last year. It's like, if I don't feel that emotion when I'm editing it, I don't know if anybody else will. So that's why sometimes the uploads take long now. I feel like I don't have it anymore like I used to, but at the same time, it's like if I'm not feeling something, the audience isn't going to feel it. And that's with anything. So that was one where I was just kind of like giddy when I was like in my 20s editing this. And like, that is a real kick ass moment. And I'm glad others felt the same for something just so simple. But we're all stressed and we all need just to celebrate our fandoms and just have something positive. And it's interesting seeing this early version before the later ones. I think I could do one more that might be better. And then I actually had other relationship tributes with Moonlight, short-lived vampire TV show with Alex O'Loughlin and Sophia Myles. But one of my favorites was a close with Your Love by the Outfield. I don't know, it's just a sweet video, and I always loved the song ever since hearing it on the radio and then also on Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I don't know, I like my ships, but throughout the course of the channel, you can see before and then after I experienced, like, I guess, first love / heartbreak. And during different times of turmoil, you could really see my emotions. And I'll go over that in later videos, but you can see high and low moments. When my videos get like really dark, that's usually when I was going through a bad, dark time. Especially from 2013 fall on to 2014, a little bit of 15, and then afterwards, and then again in 2017. And then kind of to like 2020, but then kind of having more confidence of who I am. You kind of get to see that in the videos. Even the way they're edited to like the emotion of them and the scenes, just like, I don't know. But that's one thing I love. It was that there's a film, Stuck in Love, with Greg Kinnear. And it was really about writers, but he's like saying, wait to write something, just get life experience. Because you can like use those experiences. And then that's with anything. The more you grow, the more you experience in life, and the more you kind of feed into your passions, so to speak. And as a creative, whether it's writing, drawing, or filming, or editing, you just kind of put a little bit of yourself in there. And stuff with other stories or your stories may resonate with people and it may resonate with you. So, yeah, I find that interesting looking back. Okay, next up is True Faith, the first version from Miami Vice. I thought this was a good song. I was watching American Psycho, heard this. I'm like, you know what? This was never on Miami Vice. Wouldn't it be cool to pit a song that was never on Miami Vice for a Miami Vice music video? And that's how this started out with this original version. I think I did a better job. You can see how much I grew over, like, 10 years and having 700 videos from this video to the new one, but still, it's true Vice in a way, and I'm glad it kind of picked up. It's weird because there's some videos that I don't really give a crap about, and they're big hits. There's others like this one. Sometimes they stay at low viewership, or other times they take a while. This one only had like maybe under 100 views before it just blew up, and it was like years later. Like it wasn't like right away, it was like gradual. And I was like, whoa, people are really like checking out this video like many years after it was edited. But it's interesting with this is where I start to like kind of edit stuff more with the emotions of the characters and story. Oh wow, so next up is my little web documentary from Dreamer to Director, the introduction of it before I start my filmmaking journey in film school. And it's weird because I talk about having everybody wants to rule the world at the end, and I kind of did that. Whoa. I had an Eiffel Tower lamp. I totally forgot about that.
YouTube users out there, this is
You know what's kind of crazy? Like looking back at this too, is like I was an aspiring filmmaker, but it's weird because after you shoot a short, no matter what it is, if you write something, you draw something, you're an artist, you're a filmmaker. Like, don't say you're an aspiring filmmaker. No, if you like shot a film, whether it's a short or a feature length, you're a filmmaker. It's one thing I didn't realize then, but you know, I haven't done many projects recently in live action, like from the ground up. I was about to start a feature film before COVID hit, but that's a whole other story. But yeah,
film director.
it's interesting. Went through a lot of stuff during this period that I didn't think I was going to go through, but there was a lot more joyful moments and people that I met that I never thought I would meet. So,
And getting a degree in
kids,
fine arts.
it pays to get out of your comfort zone. It does. And it may have been the end of a chapter, but it wasn't the end of a story. As a matter of fact, it was only the beginning. Let's take a look at this Batman Arkham City TV spot. I did in the vein of Dark Knight Rises. Let's take a look.
In the middle of our once great city.
Wow.
Shut Arkham City down. It's out of control.
Okay, I added the Dark Knight Rises little logo there. Interesting. This one's mostly just trailer footage, but it worked for this. And this is when I started using like the HD trailer, so it looked a bit better than the early stuff, even though it's a bit dated now.
You cannot stop me.
Audio is still a weakness of mine. I need to tinker with that.
Beyond your comprehension.
But early videos really suffered from it.
And
I will stop
you.
It's weird because you can see the videos of flaws, but then there's moments that are like literally perfect. And literally, guys, those moments are like the reasons why I decide to edit certain stuff. It's just because of those moments that are just in my head, imagining something and then doing it. Everything else is just kind of filler. I love this. I wish it was on the soundtrack with the Desi Basara. What does that mean? Rise. If you can't tell, I'm a major Batman fan, and I was so into Arkham City. Ooh, so we did a lot of fan trailers, Moonlight and Batman videos, and Smallville during this time when I was starting out in college. One of the ideas I had was Mad Knight, Bane of Evil. Seems silly now. I could probably do it now, especially with like Mad Max and the Nightmare Batman. But I had an idea of like combining V for Vendetta with like Mad Max and Batman and Bane and Hunger Games. The previews.
We could, take off within the woods.
They'd catch us.
They could.
We wouldn't make it 5 miles.
So Gotham. I had like the old Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Happened through a trial by fire, and only the greatest warriors and their
This is
deadliest
silly.
enemies emerged from the flames.
With the Nightmare Batfleck now, I could probably do like a really kick-ass trailer of this now.
Your punishment must be more severe.
You can still tell the hodgepodgeness of the editing aspect ratio, but
I'm the best chance you've got.
He's just a raggedy man.
What does that mean?
and one of the other ones, I think I had One of the Living from Tina Turner. Yeah, this is like giving me a headache right now. It's so wildly edited. I also did this on a Windows on a Sony Vegas, so I think the resolution was too high for the software and like memory. I do this with a Mac now.
I'm not afraid.
I'm angry. Yeah. A lot of famous John Connor quote. Actually, it's kind of inspired in a way because Tom Hardy was later Max. Like, that would be so cool. Like, a Mad Max versus Mad Max thing or something. Yeah, I may have to do that. I put the dying times here over Joker. This is just one of those wild ideas that I just edited together. I do like that outro. That's actually pretty cool for the technology I used then. I forgot about Snake Plissken at the end. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was something. Here is a 2013 promo. We'll watch it, but this one's an interesting one in many ways. Panic Station by Muse. That's how far this is. A taste of things to come. I started adding like channel promos. This is one of the best promos I've done, but some videos came to pass, but a lot of them were on my Windows when a virus wiped everything out, so I lost like all these videos that were like filmed 4 months in advance. One time I did that. Vampire Diaries. I was in a very heavy vampire mood. That was after the first semester. Freddy, I forgot about that. Bane. Simba. I was watching Boardwalk Empire at that time. That video got blocked, so that's why it's not up there. David Bowie's version, people were mad that I didn't have it. It was gone, and I didn't feel like re-editing it. Future Filmmaker, I forgot I titled it that way. The Collective. I didn't get to film that all the way through like I planned, and that was going to be a lot like Fright Night meets The Faculty. Next up, I did a video for one of my friends who's a Power Ranger fan, and this is an awesome Power Ranger video. Low res now, but it had I Will Win from the TV show, and there's one part that I wanted to edit. I think it was like, what, Dino Thunder, where like Tommy fights another version or a vision of himself that's a White Ranger. Such a kick-ass moment, and this is one of my favorite like editing moments here. And again, it's just like random moments, but there's some moments where like when you edit together, certain moments are just perfect musically, like rhythmically. Right here, man. Face Off. Oh, I love that with the flips. It's a bit low res. I forgot I did some of these. May he rest in peace, man. That saddened me with him and Kevin Conroy like a week apart. You know, it's been great looking at these videos with you guys because, like, I forgot how some of these were. Like, it's just kind of strange not only to see what I was into around a certain time, but, like, emotionally what I was editing around certain times. This is definitely before life knocked me down a couple of pegs. Okay, this one's interesting because I don't know, just around the time in college, but then I was also watching movies, and Reality Bites is a 90s film I never saw. It's such a good song with Lisa Loeb. But this one's a really good, underrated tribute, but it's a bit like choppy in the editing. So this was one that I think would actually benefit if I re-edit it now. I always thought Lo-Fi by Sneaker Pimps would be so awesome as a Bond song, so this is like my first 007 tribute, and it's just like trailer clips from like the 50th anniversary collection. This is one where I think if I remade it now, it'd be really awesome. Okay, this next video is a Moonlight Relationship tribute, but like early 2013 is when I had an editing course and we got Avid Media Composer. Back when you could buy it without everything being subscription based. And it's the first time it was like widescreen with the bars. But I didn't have proper widescreen. It's funny, I actually did fake widescreen bars, not thinking about the aspect ratio. So these, like the fake widescreen started to be really noticeable when they had the really wide view player. And it was like a little square, like letterboxed. So that's why on some of the videos, it sucks that you can't do an outro with like the ratios of the end screens now. But like that's why you see a lot of ultra widescreen stuff. Well, it's gonna look the same on TV, but like when you watch on the computer or mobile phone, that's why it's like ultra widescreen now. So those were the Avid years, and then we did a couple of short films, and then one of my favorite moments. It was sad. We had the passing of Robin Williams, and one of my favorite moments was a video I did of Hook. There is Clocks by Coldplay in the 2003 Peter Pan trailer, and I was like, that would be good for Hook. There's one moment where it's like Peter's memory of becoming a father and flying again that I thought really would fit well in a certain part of the song, and we're gonna just take a look at that. And it's just one of my favorite moments from the Hook video. That's crazy how it goes through the age progressions of Wendy in that movie. But I don't know, it's kind of sad, not only with Robin Williams passing, but the emotion of the movie and the song. Of like Peter Pan getting to grow up and experience all that we all do. His happy thought was him being a father. There's just such a touching moment with the song. And on Captain Hook and Peter Pan's fighting later on, I try to match to the beat of the music. Kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean 3 trailer is like matching with the sword fighting. But I just love the music here, and then this moment where it picks up and you get to see Peter Pan flying. This was an emotional tribute to edit when I did it because it was so close to Robin Williams passing, and it was like, this is like my childhood here. But I was like, yeah, I like it. Even though it's for the other Peter Pan movie, I thought it fit Hook very well. So when it came time to senior year, I went through a really horrible filmmaking experience, was very ill, graduated, but nothing was the way I thought it was going to be. And as a way to overcome that, I went back to the channel to not only have From Dreamer to Director conclude an extended cut of certain movies, but also I was going to have more music videos. And I remember the 300 Rise of an Empire trailer with War Pigs. And let's take a look at that real quick. I like this promo.
Burnt out and tired.
I forgot about
broken
my
and uninspired. When you no longer love what you do, it's best to go back to the beginning. To rediscover what inspired you and put you together in the first place. Rediscover.
We all need a little
the fire
reset from time to
that
time.
love what you do by looking toward influences in the past, present, and what will be in the future.
And now the past, 10 years ago. This was a good promo though. This, unlike the 2013 one, I actually had all these on the channel because I did it one at a time. Not a bad little multi-fandom trailer too. Terminator Genesis, I forgot about that. Arrow is only on 3 seasons end. Flash. Forgot about Gotham. Ooh. I don't know, in honor of Ozzy, maybe I should actually like make another one, but like a full video, just this. Wow. I actually should do this with like some of the new movies. I love that speech from Sam in Lord of the Rings 2 Towers. What I do that defines me. Wow. That was an interesting walk down memory lane, if I do say so myself. So 2015, you had a couple of videos, but one of the fan trailers I did, and it's really just like a part of the Force Awakens theatrical trailer, but then I put flashbacks to it. And that was one of the best trailers I did, despite it being a little choppy in parts. I was so hyped for Force Awakens. Unlike a lot of people, I wasn't overly in love with it. I thought it was okay, but it felt soulless to me. And I was like, we'll see how the sequels are, and you saw what happened there. But damn, the time leading up to it, the hype was real. Personally, I was kind of upset that they're going to make sequels anyway because I thought the story was over.
Like my father. Like the man.
We're home.
We're home.
I added the little pew at the end of it, like Phantom Menace trailer. That's one thing I really missed. One interesting thing was, besides Iron Man and kind of predicting the future, one interesting thing, I love Flash Gordon from the 80s. Flash is awesome. I know they're not related, but I was like, what if I put the Flash Gordon theme song to Flash? And I did it with the animated version on Justice League Doom and Justice League. So when Flash Season 1 came out, I did it. And to my knowledge, I mean, it was a popular video, but it floored me that they did that later on. And Cisco brought it up, and everybody's like, dude, you predicted the future. I'm like, what do you mean? I quit watching The Flash at that point. And they had Flash. He's here to save each and every one of us. But it was a cool like recap of season 1 at the time, but it just like blows my mind that they actually did it on the show later. Going with an older show, I did a Lana Clark tribute with Soma by the Smashing Pumpkins. Very slow video, not one of my best relationship tributes, but I love a portion that fits the mood, but I had the video in black and white, and then it goes to color when their hands go away from each other, and she goes to Lex Luthor and Clark's in the distance. I just, for some reason, love this edit right here. The hand, and then it slips into color when he loses her. It's a very underrated Smashing Pumpkins song right there. I thought that fit well with the whole love triangle of Lex, Lana, and Clark. Okay, so next up was the Rocky No Easy Way Out tribute, and that was like with Rocky set to everything with Creed. And I thought that was like a really underrated video there with the themes. I still need to make a modern one with Creed 2 and 3, but I just love this video here. Man, and about it what it used to be. That's an emotional song when it's used in Rocky 4, but seeing everything with Rocky's life up to Creed is just like sad.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
This next Batman tribute was a bit darker, and I went through another down period in life and heartbreak, and I was just feeling very just like depressed and just pissed off. So that's what brought on Falling Inside the Black on Batman Day 2017 with Skillet. Man, I haven't rewatched some of these videos in a while. It's really crazy seeing the progression over the years. Although a lot of these videos have the same clips and they get kind of boring when you watch them over and over. It's just like different songs with the same sequences. I need to kind of change it up a bit. Another video was Mission Impossible with I Disappear. I did a bunch of those each time they made one. I'm going to have to do it with All 8 now soon, but there is that part where like the singer's there is like, oh, I'm gone, and it's a montage. It's one of my favorite edits. And as a Mission Impossible fan, yeah, I just had to pay tribute. Disappear. There's going to be so much damn action with the 8 films. I'm going to have to like compress into this video next time. Not many people remember this Metallica song specifically made for MI2. Probably one of my favorite tributes that I've edited. An early video of mine that was popular, it doesn't match it because it's different, but it got a lot of hate and a lot of love equally, was Godfather Gangster's Paradise. I know it's not meant for The Godfather, but I just thought it was like a really like hard tune to go with the Godfather trilogy. And I always love this opening here with Michael. Somehow it matched even the kitchen line, which is kind of like unintended comedy. I don't know. I know he's just like, it's different from a gangbanger versus like a mafioso guy like Michael Corleone, but it was a fun video. And it's interesting seeing the reactions, but I should definitely do one with the coda ending. One of the first Moonlight tributes was I Just Died in Your Arms by Cutting Crew. So this was Valentine's Day 2020, the last video I did on Avid before my computer died and I lost access to it. And it bummed me out, but it's weird that the first and last videos I edited on Avid Media Composer, it was a Moonlight video. They were a Moonlight video, so it was a fitting end and a redo of one of my earliest videos. I always loved that turn. But outside the beginning, in the original one, I had, what are you? And Mick's like, I'm a vampire. I don't have that here. So it's silent, and then it's the Moonlight intro. But if you fast forward here, the moment I wanted this video, and in the original one, it was timed okay. This is what made me edit the whole video. Like, it's crazy. When I edit videos, it's not just a song that would fit. It's like there's one moment that it's like, okay, I'm going to have to edit a video. Right here is one of my favorite moments of the song. Again, the jump, but like, it just works. Okay, the next video was a Resident Evil 2 and 3 tribute. I played Resident Evil 2. I didn't platinum it until I got Resident Evil 3, and that scared the shit out of me in June 2020. The COVID pandemic was just a nightmare. Like, it's crazy how much stuff we've been through. But, like, I thought the intro worked really well. But one moment I love from this is when it's a song from the Resident Evil 2 credits, but it's like, it's my turn right here. I just love the music with, like, the drive and the car crashing. It's a good song. It's in the end credits when you don't have the original music. Ooh. But it's crazy how the song matches RE2 and 3 remake. Like, they go together so well. I was so in a Resident Evil mood in 2020 and 2021. You can definitely tell I got better at transitions over the years. I still need to work on audio. That's still my Achilles heel there in some parts. Like the second Superman Day video with the Hans Zimmer theme, I had trouble with that audio. Superman Day video with John Williams theme, I worked it out, but it's trial and error with me on that. For the final two fan trailers, I have a Batman Forever fan trailer I edited that was inspired by the Batman DC fandom trailer. And that video I decided to do for fun. I thought it fit well. And that got my attention to the Schumacher cut movement. And that was kind of cool. Of like, what if there was an extended cut with the deleted scene footage? That's had its ups and downs. And then 2022 is Crisis on Infinite Earths, or a version of it. It was my first attempt to try to like kind of rotoscope some stuff, but it didn't go well. And I used some effect templates that were on YouTube, so let's take a look at those. And then my favorite part of the Superman Day. I love the transition at the beginning, but like the end here with just the montage. But when he's just like, who the hell are you? And instead of saying Batman, it's like, I'm Robin. From this point on, like when the Bat wants to play, we'll play, and the real game begins, that's when the trailer like hit a high gear for me.
Who the hell are you?
Robin.
This was a moment that like when I was editing it, I'm like, oh, I'm feeling this. And luckily the audience did too. Love that.
See, I'm both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Not because I have to be,
Rest in peace, Val Kilmer, man.
because I choose to be.
We lost a lot of greats. Crisis on Infinite Earths was a trailer I did actually very early on the channel with Smallville. It's before we had flash footage, so it's a bit crude, but I don't know. Just an idea. More of a concept trailer, I guess. My favorite composite was that of Old Arrow with Ben Affleck. Dark Knight Returns there. Not Us United.
I'll never join you. Yes, you will. Or everyone you love will.
I reused that bit for the Superman Day 2025 tribute. And then my favorite part, I mean, I love the intro, but I love the ending of this on Superman Day.
I'll never join you. Yes, you will. Or everyone you love will suffer. But all that ends right now. Bring it on.
And then rest in peace, Ozzy. We had Iron Man. In this first video, it had an audio issue and it was like loud. I didn't think anybody would watch it. And this is for my brother, so I was like, nobody's gonna watch this. I made it for my brother. Everybody and their mother watched it. This was the first video to hit 1 million views because of the popularity of Age of Ultron. And I could kick myself in the rear for like not editing out the audio. But I'm glad a lot of people liked it, even though a lot of people effing hated it. I made other Iron Man tributes, and I will say, it's weird that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to spread fear as Doctor Doom. I will make an updated one with Doomsday. Anyway, thank you for joining me with this look back at the Dark Knight of Steel channel the past 14 years, and allowing me and Mr. Benny to show you. He's bored right now, but thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting. I hope you enjoy the other edits to come and some original stuff from me. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. Be blessed. Till next time.